Good Saturday morning, and welcome to Ice Age CV, the Internal Combustion Engine Age YouTube channel that talks about all my cars and trucks and motorcycles and SUVs, the Andrew Jackson, the Kiefer dog going nuts, the Whipple Horse, the Week in Review. Yes, it's a Saturday morning Week in Review. Good Saturday morning there. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day like I am. What an incredibly beautiful Saturday morning. It is so nice out. Not too hot, not too humid, not a cloud in the sky. How could you be angry, right? How could you not just be happy as could be to get up on a Saturday morning to have your Saturday adventures? And as always, good morning. Good morning to all the subscribers watch my channel on a daily basis and watch my antics and watch my adventures. And thanks so much for all your support, everybody out there. And if you're watching my channel, you know that the Whipple Horse finally came home. Yes, I have a new name for the Ford Mustang 2024 Vapor Blue Dark Horse track package, Tremec manual, 500 horsepower car that now I think has 700 plus horsepower. Wow, what a blast. Look at the Bison. Does the Bison just look badass? Does it? Does it? I don't know. I think the Colorado looks badass. Yeah, the collection of all these cars and trucks and motorcycles, and the poor Corvette's been kicked to the curb, sitting out in the yonder in nature. And oh, here we go. Up. You know what? I think we got a fox. Last night, I was in the trailer. It was about 10 o'clock, and I was looking outside, and I saw something moving right in this area here, and I videoed it. I actually took pictures of it, and I think it's a fox. I don't know, but it's so scrawny. It's like a very, it's an animal as tall as this, but it has like barely any hair on it, and has very pointy ears. And as you can see, it had a venture in my garage, the barn, the shop, the man cave of getting into the garbage can. But hey, let's talk about the Whipple Horse. Yes, I think that's a really cool name. That this is so cool that I can call this Mustang. Because remember, it's a Dark Horse, so I can't say if it's a GT Mustang, it's a Whipple Horse. That wouldn't make any sense. Do I trademark the Whipple Horse? Do I get a icon of a supercharger on a horse that's a Whipple Horse or something? Yeah, so here it is. Here is the Whipple that makes this car even more fun. And the car was very fun with the factory 500 horsepower. With this now, oh my gosh. And what's so crazy is on this car is how it's instantaneous acceleration. There's no lull. It's like the electric vehicles where you just hit it and it thrusts you forward. This is what this car does. It really is just instantaneous speed when you give it the accelerator pedal, the gas pedal, and she gets all that fuel going through her, and the twin screws just start screaming and sucking all this air in from both dual air intakes. I mean, very clever on how Whipple figured out how to do all this, and it really is just a really cool package. It took me forever to get, and I even started questioning myself if it was even worth it. But now, at the end of the day, it's worth it. One person reached out yesterday saying, why wouldn't you just buy the car already like this? And I'm thinking, where are you going to do that? I don't know of a Ford dealership per se that has a Ford Mustang Dark Horse with a Whipple supercharger on it already and ready to go. And that's very dangerous territory for a dealership to do that, because this car then turns into close to a $100,000 car. So you as a dealer, you know, if you're a car dealer, you know, making these factory cars and then you personally start making them your own little thing, trying to sell that car, it's very expensive. And at $100,000, the door opens up to you find a very nice used GT500. The door opens up to so many other things that you can buy besides it. So if you think it through, on this car here, I'm in this car for $13,200 for the supercharger. I just gave Coons Baltimore Ford $4,000 for installation. It was 20 hours roughly of work. So there's $17,000. And you add that onto the price of this car. I can't remember the price of this car. I swear this car was like a $70,000 car. I'll have to look at the sticker again. But you're at $84,000. And then you put tax on the car. In some states, you're going to be close to $90,000. But the dealer will try to make money off of this. So the dealer's not going to want to just sell it at cost. They're going to put a $10K profit center on this thing. So this is going to be a $94,999 car or $99,999 car to buy. I can't see people paying it. I think you'd be foolish because you have so many more options versus like what I did. I bought the car, but then this is all separate. It's not part of the package of the financing. So it's got great value. Another one of my subscribers, like, make sure you get back all the original parts. Yes, they're going to put all the original parts back in the race truck, because I agree, I should keep the original parts. So the manifold and all the other stuff will come back home and be put in a big box, and I'll keep that for the future of the what if, because you can always just take off the supercharger and put it in something else. Somewhat, but you got to code it, program it. A lot more goes on with that thing, realize. But here we are at the end of the week, the Saturday review. I thought what we should do is, I went swimming last night, but it's cool. That pool is cold, and it's actually cooled down a lot up here, which is really nice. But the weekend review was, we had on the Monday conversation, the start conversation. Tuesday was the end conversation. Wednesday was the beggars conversation. I thought that was a really good conversation. Thursday was the believe conversation. It got cut off halfway through. I never really got to really exemplify that word where we are today in the believe conversations. And then yesterday was the marketing conversation, and Brian K. was loving that conversation, and others as well. But meanwhile, when I did the marketing conversation, I had secretly hidden a Andrew Jackson $20 bill. And for those who are watching my channel, I love it because a lot of you did try to find it. I loved how some of my subscribers are like, you know what? I watched your video twice. I still couldn't find Andrew. So I thought that was really cool that my the viewers and subscribers. So to give it up, it was right here in the flag. The $20 bill was right there. I had it hanging out just at there. And then Mitchell, which I called Michael, from Kansas. Hey, thanks so much for all the support. Sorry for saying your name wrong. So here I mailed him. He reached out to me here a week or so ago and wanted some stickers for his Road Glide and his car, his Jeep Grand Cherokee, I think, if I remember right. And he's the original owner of the Road Glide I was talking about. He has like 13,000 miles. He's actually going to give my $20 to charity, a veteran organization, and but the whole point is, I thought his name was Michael, so I literally sent him some stickers, and I thought his first name was Michael. Well, yesterday, after looking at his email, telling me he found the Andrew Jackson, he was the first one, and I can always document it for anybody because the email comes through, and nobody else's email came through, and in the comments section, nobody figured it out, so he figured it out, and so I noticed that his name is Mitchell, and so I apologize for that. But he then gave me a nice, lengthy little story about when he first met his wife. She was calling him Matt. So they were kind of got a kick out of me not pronouncing his name correctly and thinking his name is something other than that. And a lot of people think my name is Jerry because it's Gary. And the way I say it, it sounds like Gervy. Is the way my English language is, so people call me Jerry. Jerry. I mean, I'm not lying. I worked for, as a young man in church. I went to this one older couple's house, and I worked around their yard to help them take care of it. And the guy could never understand my name was Gary, and he always called me Jerry. And I have customers, and I have people I deal with, and they call me Jerry. I mean, so whatever. So I think a lot of people would relate with all of that on the Ice Age Adventures. So once again, it's just a week in review. And what are we going to do today? I don't know what we're going to do today. I got to get the trash up to the dump up here, up to the elementary Rorton Club to support them. And I'm going to drive the bison up. And the really good news is that, it just looks like my camera is dirty. Is my camera dirty? It looks like it. Yeah, it's a little dirty. Need to kind of wipe that off, which I hate doing that to everybody, but it just seems like this camera is a little fuzzy for you. A little better. So, but here's the big news, the big project, and I've got mixed feelings on my Chevy Bison. I got the real truck rollback bed cover. I just love those rollbacks, and I got a bed rug for it. And in some ways, I kind of feel like, but why did I do that? Because I'm not going to open up my office here, so sorry for all the distractions here. But it's just a Saturday morning, quick conversations. And one of my subscribers, Vito, he's reached out and is like, man, be careful, because I know I kind of get wound up a little bit. And yesterday I was kind of pretty wound up on all that conversation, the marketing blitz that we're going to see like never seen to promote an individual, and he was just making the comments that, you got to be careful because you're going to have somebody want to come shut down your channel. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I get all that. I mean, I do understand that. There's people out there that aren't going to like me for anything in the world. Here we go. So here's the thing on the bison. So on the bison, if you look at the back of the bed, I want to put a bed rug in it. And the reason I want to do it is because when I go travel with this truck, it's so much easier to throw the gear in here and to move stuff around. But it's a beautiful bed. It's a beautiful texture. And what I'm really wondering about is on that bed rug, does it really have a cutout for my my reachable arm here? So this is here to help you get in a truck. This here, when you want to get in a truck, that helps you have that step. If you put this tailgate down. And that's something is interesting is with the AEV bumper, they don't have a step built inside of it. So it's kind of, and it's such a cool look to the bed, but I'm going to put a cover on it. I really want to cover it. And once again, the main reason that I want to do all that is because when I go to Florida, Tennessee, and I want a trailer, I can throw so much of my gear in the back of the bed of that truck. And I just like the look of it. I haven't done it to all my vehicles, though. Kind of pulled back on that because there's a lot of money. That doggone roll-up, those things are like $1,500. It depends what grade you get. So I know some people are like, you get those things for $1,000, $1,200. Well, I don't think $1,000, $1,200, yeah, but it's a roll-up. It's not a flip. I don't like the flip-top one. In fact, I hate the flip-top ones in all reality. And I ripped it off Kirby's truck back here, and it's sitting back here in the back 40. It's somebody on my channel. There you go. But the challenge of me giving that away or letting you have it for a deal is it's the shipping, which I'm not going to do that. So if I said to somebody, hey, if you want my my tri-flip cover for my Ford truck, and I can take the rails off and everything for you, and you wanted that, it's going to come down to the shipping cost. And do I do a treasure hunt? I've been thinking on my channel, maybe I start doing like a treasure hunt. Forget the raffle thing. I'll have a picture of that cover somewhere in my shop, and if you can find the cover. But the thing is, it's going to narrow it down to a specific person that has a Ford truck for that application. So that kind of makes it more challenging on that aspect of doing the type of things of giving something away in that type of thing. But I'm still thinking of ideas. I really need to get something that's just iconic to the Ice Age TV. Something people would really think is really cool, and I could have it made and they would buy it and I could make some money off of that. That would be so cool on my channel to help it create income for me, to make me feel like I'm doing something and I'm being rewarded for it, besides just picking up subscribers here and there, which that's kind of where it's at. And it just cracks me up on how, it just constantly cracks me up on how the big YouTubers out there, it's the gloom and doom like never seen. And it's incredible how people, I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. It's, and that's what I was thinking. I was telling my daughter, Julia, last night. I said, you know what? Think this through. And I'm sincere. I mean, really. So if I want to do the cheat system to get subscribers, I can start spending $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, maybe even thousands of dollars a month to buy subscribers. Why would I do that? And I'm going to pay a company to create fake subscribers. Why wouldn't I just start handing out $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, thousands of dollars a month through the treasure hunt in my own backyard and reward my subscribers that this week you get a $50 bill, and then another week you get a $100 bill, or you do the $100 bill treasure, and for every day nobody finds it, then it keeps going, and all of a sudden it goes, we'll have a limit to, $200, $300, and if somebody doesn't figure out where the $100 bill is, but then they finally figure it out 3 days later, they get $300. And like I say, make it a limit instead of making it, 5 days, nobody figures it out, and then it's $500 or something like that. But here's the point: give back to my subscribers instead of being the guy that goes and pays off these companies over in India to create fake accounts and people have emailed me information on what goes on. There's a whole documentary from HBO or some media company about creating fake social media YouTubers that everything thinks are special, and are so unique, and they have all these fake subscribers. And they created them by buying subscribers. So I think the better idea, I'd feel better about giving back to the people that support my channel and giving you an opportunity to be able to put money in your pocket. And then I think the channel would be more known, because I just feel like people would be then saying, hey, this Ice Age TV, if you watch this guy's morning conversations, this guy here and there makes a treasure hunt. And you end up, a gift card to Bass Pro Shops. I give you a $50 or $100 gift card if you can find the Bass Pro Shops. And I'm not a fishing guy, but if I was creative, I have a fishing, something that's a fishing related, and that gift card is right next to it, and you figure it out. So, and once again, I think it would be more enjoyable for me, and I think a lot of subscribers would be like, yeah, why are you going to go pay these other companies money just to grow your subscription, to try to grow your revenue, when you can spend money on your own channel to help your subscribers feel like they're participating and they're helping grow your channel, as they're sharing their stories of what they did, how they found the channel, and how they were rewarded for watching my channel. So I really think that's some things I'm going to do. And a raffle idea, it's all about me figuring out how legally I can do a raffle on raffling things off. And sincerely, that's all it's about. If I knew the protocol and the proper steps and procedures on how to raffle off things legally with no, consequences, and I knew how to run it. Come on, Keith, don't do that. If I knew how to actually get the raffle tickets, and you buy a raffle ticket, and then how to do a legal drawing where people feel this is all legitimate and it's not a scam, and then I'm deliberately just taking people's money, and then I just decide who gets it and who doesn't. I mean, that goes on. I'm sure people would think about that stuff. So just ideas, and it's the weekend review, and I just love my Chevy Bison. I've had it now for 1 week. I think I've got close to 500 miles on it, and I really want to get 1,000 miles on it, because if we decide to go to Florida in it, it would be pretty cool. If I go to Florida, I'm tempted to take the trailer, but I don't know, that's a lot. But if I take my motorcycle trailer, and I want to take a few bikes down there to ride down there, I'm going to have room this time, I believe. I'm going to have to measure my CB Fireblade or the CBR over here, and I believe the wheelbase will make it so it'll fit in the back of that truck with the tailgate up, and I'd then be able to haul back my Honda CB 1000R that's down there in my brother's garage in Florida. It's interesting how Honda's already releasing the 2025 motorcycles. Even to me, I am blown away that the 2025 vehicles are already starting to populate on dealer lots. I am blown away that the brand new Ram 2025 model, it's even me saying 2025, it's like, wow, are already on dealer lots. The new Ford Explorer 2025 is now on dealer lots. Wow. I mean, it's already, here it is. We are at the last week of July, and August is already here. And for down south, I can guarantee you that school is only about 2 weeks away. That the kids down south in Florida, Tennessee, I think they start going back to school about the first week, if not the second week in August. And here for a while, when the Virginia law lapsed, they started sending kids back to school, back up here, like the third week of August to get them out of school earlier. But then they retracted on that, and I think they're back to Labor Day. But for people to know, they're college students, and everybody that's further down south, you're now coming already to the end of the summer of the fun time, and summer vacation is right around the corner coming to an end. And then change the season of it getting cooler as well, where I have some cool days and still have hotter days. But down in Florida, my concern is getting down there, and it's the hurricane season. It's the most active, and I don't want to be down there when I have to be scrambling to get the hell out of state with everybody else. And that's the time of year. Once August, September come around, those can become very active times of tropical storms. Doesn't the Mustang look great? What a great car. It's a blast. And it really is. This car with that manual. And I know it's incredible how over a year ago, I decided to get rid of my GT500s. And even for me, I thought, do I do it? Do I do it? And in the end, I'm glad I did do it. I mean, in so many ways, my first GT500 had such the memories, and my first real high-performance Mustang I ever owned in my lifetime. But I just always felt like the new S650 series would be such a better package. I mean, it's such the built car where you just hear the door. So just this door right here. I mean, the door, everything, the quality, the car is just so, it's just so tight. I mean, a car is just very, very tight. And people say, yeah, but it's so new that, of course it's tight. Wait till it gets 20, 30,000 miles on it, Mr. Iceman. I don't believe that. I think that, you know, the technology of things have come a long way. It's just a different world today of how components are put together, all the manufacturing, 3D. I mean, there's so much engineering now of what things are going to be built and done. So, all right, everybody, that's it. I got to get to dump. My daughter's got to get to the horse, and I always have projects, and I have so many projects to do that it's incredible. I mean, I have so many accessories and boxes of things. If I could get motivated without me running around buying something or going somewhere else, I have so many things to do that I can put on my motorcycles, my Honda Talon, my Harleys. The list goes on and on and on. And so that's it. I can talk a lot. I'm going to leave it at that. So hope everybody has a blessed Saturday. Everybody's a blessed Saturday. And just stay tuned for what's the next adventure. You never know with me. Even for me, I get it. So, hey, God bless. Thanks for all the support. And stay tuned for more Andrew Jacksons. Or what's the $50 bill one? What's that guy's name? Are we going to find out? What's the $100 bill guy's name? Hey, are we getting to know these people better? We just may on Ice Age TV. God bless.